In the world of cinema, some villains are not just adversaries but enigmatic figures who captivate audiences from the moment they appear on screen. From the chilling grin of the Joker to the imposing presence of Thanos, these characters command attention and leave an indelible mark on viewers long after the credits roll. Yet, what sets them apart is not just their malevolence, but the profound impact they have on the audience's perception of morality and justice. Like protagonists in their own tragic dramas, they embark on journeys that challenge the very fabric of society and the human psyche. As the curtains rise, these villains invite viewers into a realm where darkness and light intertwine, where the boundaries between hero and villain blur, and where the most unexpected revelations await. In the towering skyscrapers of Vought City, a figure of unparalleled might emerges, casting a shadow over the bustling streets below. This figure is Homelander, a being born not of flesh and blood, but of scientific ambition and boundless potential. Created within the clandestine laboratories of Vought International, Homelander's genesis is shrouded in secrecy, his origins a closely guarded secret known only to a select few. From the moment he first drew breath, Homelander's power was evident. His superhuman strength knew no bounds, his invulnerability unmatched by any force on Earth. With eyes that could see through the veil of reality itself and a voice that resonated with authority, he became a symbol of hope and inspiration to millions. But behind the mask of virtue lies a darkness that threatens to consume him. Trapped between the expectations of a world that adores him and the insatiable hunger for control that burns within, Homelander walks a precarious tightrope between heroism and villainy. As he soars through the skies, his crimson cape billowing in the wind, Homelander embodies the very essence of power and authority. With each display of strength and act of heroism, he cements his status as a god among mortals, a being to be feared and revered in equal measure. But beneath the facade lies a soul tortured by doubt and insecurity, a heart yearning for connection in a world that sees him only as a symbol. And as he grapples with the weight of his own existence, Homelander must confront the truth that the greatest battles are not fought with fists, but with the choices we make and the legacy we leave behind. Homelander reigns supreme as the epitome of power and authority. Crafted in the laboratories of Vought International, his genetic makeup is a marvel of scientific ingenuity, granting him a host of abilities that place him leagues above ordinary mortals. At first glance, it seems as though Homelander's strength knows no bounds. His superhuman abilities are a testament to his engineered perfection. With a mere flex of his muscles, he can rend steel like paper and shatter concrete with a single blow. His speed is unmatched, allowing him to move with the swiftness of a thunderbolt and react with the agility of a cat. And his invulnerability renders him impervious to harm, making him virtually indestructible in battle. But perhaps even more remarkable than his physical prowess is Homelander's regenerative abilities. His healing factor is beyond compare, allowing him to recover from even the most grievous of injuries in a matter of moments. Wounds that would cripple or kill a normal man are little more than inconveniences to him, as his body swiftly repairs itself, leaving no trace of damage behind. However, for all his power and resilience, Homelander is not without his weaknesses. His emotional and psychological vulnerabilities are often his greatest downfall, stemming from a traumatic past and the manipulations of those around him. His inner turmoil and insecurities can be exploited by cunning adversaries, leaving him vulnerable to psychological attacks even as his physical form remains unscathed. Moreover, despite his claims to moral superiority, Homelander's actions often raise questions about the true extent of his heroism. His ruthless pursuit of power and authority has led him down a dark path, blurring the lines between right and wrong and casting doubt on his intentions. His willingness to sacrifice innocent lives for the greater good, coupled with his penchant for manipulation and deception, has earned him as many enemies as admirers. Throughout his storied career, Homelander has faced numerous adversaries who have tested the limits of his power and morality. From rival superheroes seeking to challenge his authority to nefarious villains plotting to overthrow him, he has clashed with a diverse array of opponents, each presenting their own unique challenges. Now, what makes him special? Let's see. Homelander's villainous behavior in the Boys series can be attributed to a combination of factors, including his upbringing, the influence of Vought International, and his own innate characteristics. First, his upbringing and conditioning. Homelander was raised in a controlled environment by Vought International, which molded him into the image of a perfect superhero. However, this upbringing lacked genuine parental guidance and emotional support, leading to a lack of empathy and moral grounding. Second, manipulation by Vought International. Vought International, the corporation behind the superhero team known as the Seven, manipulates Homelander to serve its own interests. They exploit his powers and image for profit, shielding him from consequences and encouraging his worst impulses. Third one is narcissistic personality traits. Homelander exhibits narcissistic tendencies, characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a lack of empathy for others, and a need for admiration. These traits contribute to his ruthless behavior and disregard for human life. At the last, psychological trauma, Homelander's traumatic past, including his origins as a product of genetic manipulation and his isolation from genuine human connection, may have contributed to his warped worldview and moral ambiguity. Overall, Homelander's descent into villainy can be attributed to a combination of environmental influences, psychological factors, and personal characteristics, making him a complex and compelling antagonist in the Boys series and comics. After Homelander, let's see who is Omni-Man. In the distant reaches of the cosmos, amidst the stars and nebulae that span the vast expanse of the universe, there exists a race of beings known as the Viltrumites. Among them, one figure stands out, a towering colossus of strength and power known as Omni-Man. Born on the planet Viltrum, Omni-Man's origins are steeped in the traditions of his people, a warrior race bred for conquest and domination. From a young age, he was trained in the arts of combat and warfare, honing his skills to perfection under the watchful eye of his mentors. But it was not until he reached maturity that his true potential was unlocked, revealing a power unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. At the heart of Omni-Man's abilities lies his superhuman strength, a force capable of shattering mountains and sundering planets with but a single blow. Coupled with his unmatched durability and resilience, he became an unstoppable force of nature, feared and revered by all who crossed his path. But Omni-Man's powers extend far beyond mere physical strength. With his advanced intellect and keen strategic mind, he is able to outwit even the most cunning of adversaries, turning their own schemes against them with ruthless efficiency. And with the ability to fly at speeds that defy comprehension, he traverses the cosmos with ease, his presence striking fear into the hearts of those who would dare oppose him. Yet for all his power and might, Omni-Man is not without his flaws. Haunted by memories of his past and the burden of his people's expectations, he grapples with the weight of his own existence, torn between his loyalty to his heritage and his growing attachment to the planet Earth. As he soars through the skies, his emerald cape trailing behind him like a banner of conquest, Omni-Man embodies the very essence of strength and determination. With each step he takes and each battle he fights, he cements his status as a living legend, a beacon of hope in a universe shrouded in darkness. But beneath the veneer of invincibility lies a soul tormented by doubt and regret, a heart yearning for redemption in a world that sees him only as a conqueror. And as he confronts the trials that lie ahead, Omni-Man must come to terms with the truth that true strength lies not in the might of one's fists, but in the courage to face the darkness within. In the vast expanse of the cosmos, Omni-Man stands as a beacon of Viltrumite might, his presence commanding awe and fear in equal measure. Born of a warrior race bred for conquest and domination, his genetic makeup is a testament to centuries of selective breeding and genetic engineering, granting him a host of abilities that make him a force to be reckoned with. At the core of Omni-Man's formidable arsenal lies his superhuman strength, a power that allows him to move mountains and shatter worlds with but a single blow. Coupled with his unmatched durability and resilience, he stands as an indomitable force of nature, his very presence striking fear into the hearts of those who would dare oppose him. But perhaps even more remarkable than his physical prowess is Omni-Man's regenerative abilities. His healing factor is beyond compare, allowing him to recover from even the most grievous of injuries in a matter of moments. Wounds that would cripple or kill a lesser being are little more than inconveniences to him, as his body swiftly repairs itself, leaving no trace of damage behind. However, for all his power and resilience, Omni-Man is not without his weaknesses. His emotional and psychological vulnerabilities are often his greatest downfall, stemming from a conflicted loyalty to his people and his growing attachment to the planet Earth. His inner turmoil and insecurities can be exploited by cunning adversaries, leaving him vulnerable to psychological attacks even as his physical form remains unscathed. Moreover, despite his claims to moral superiority, Omni-Man's actions often raise questions about the true extent of his heroism. His ruthless pursuit of conquest and domination has led him down a dark path, blurring the lines between right and wrong and casting doubt on his intentions. His willingness to sacrifice innocent lives for the greater good, coupled with his penchant for manipulation and deception, has earned him as many enemies as admirers. Throughout his storied career, Omni-Man has faced numerous adversaries who have tested the limits of his power and morality. From rival Viltrumites seeking to challenge his authority to heroic defenders of Earth fighting to protect their home, he has clashed with a diverse array of opponents, each presenting their own unique challenges. Omni-Man's turn to villainy in the Invincible series is driven by a complex interplay of personal and cultural factors. Hailing from the Viltrumite race, Omni-Man is indoctrinated with the values of strength and conquest instilled from birth. His original mission to prepare Earth for Viltrumite colonization conflicts with his growing attachment to humanity, particularly his son Mark Grayson Invincible and wife Debbie. As Omni-Man witnesses the compassion and heroism of humans, he begins to question the ruthless ideology of his people. However, his fear of weakness and loyalty to Viltrumite beliefs create inner conflict. Ultimately, Omni-Man's rejection of Viltrumite ideology and embrace of a more independent path lead him to betray his own people and descend into villainy. His journey reflects the complexities of identity, loyalty, and the struggle between nature and nurture, showcasing the capacity for redemption even amidst overwhelming darkness. Based on the analysis provided in the comics and series, Omni-Man would likely come out victorious in a fight against Homelander. Here's why: first, powers comparison. Both Homelander and Omni-Man possess similar powers such as flight, super speed, enhanced strength, and enhanced durability. However, Omni-Man also has an accelerated healing factor and adaptability to any environment, giving him an edge in versatility. Second is character traits. While both characters are considered evil, Homelander's behavior, including causing a plane full of civilians to crash and gaslighting others, makes him more unequivocally evil. In contrast, Omni-Man's unwavering commitment and indomitable will would ultimately lead to his victory over Homelander in a fight. Now, the third is psychological factors. Omni-Man has never been shown fleeing from a fight, despite grim circumstances. His commitment to seeing a target meet its end and greater desire to win suggest a stronger fighting spirit compared to Homelander. While Homelander is certainly a formidable opponent with a wide array of powers, Omni-Man's adaptability, commitment, and psychological resilience give him the upper hand in a duel to the death. So guys, this is it. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.